Thank you, Frankie. Time for the bright spot. We're four wide here on the couch. Back in 2019, the St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup. I know it's weird to remember pre-pandemic sports stuff, but it was a huge story. And their #1 fan at the time was a young lady named Laila Anderson, who was diagnosed with a rare disease, and I want to pronounce this as properly as I can, hemophagocytic lymphohistiocytosis. It was very rare. The team met her at a children's hospital in St. Louis. She was not given a lot of time. When the Blues Blues were like in last place at one point that year, changed their coach. When they started to win, they kept contact with Laila. And they kept winning, and they kept winning, and they kept winning. And Anderson is one of 15 children to suffer from this rare condition. According to Johns Hopkins Medical, the disease makes a person's white blood cells attack other cells, severely affecting everything about them for obvious reasons. According to rare diseases, about a quarter afflicted with this only last 5 years or less. Again, these were the pictures in 2019. She was not given a lot of time. She's now 15 years old and just won the Missouri Bantam Hockey Championship.
Oh, gosh.
That's worth applause.
Yes. Wow.
Her team won the Blue Notes Cup as an under-14 Bantam B3 champion. To call her an inspiration, not just in St. Louis, but around the hockey world, is not doing her justice. This is as good a story as it gets. Laila is beloved and is now a champion like her St. Louis Blues. Nice job, Laila. Nice job.
Great. It's such an inspiration to anyone who suffers from a rare disease where you're given that timeline and you know, unfortunately that timeline does come to an end for some, but there are others who are told that, you know what, there are things you can't do because you're suffering from this. But you can if that ability is there, and it's incredible for her to be that inspiration for others.
Oh gosh, I just think of her parents. Yeah. You know, I think of her parents and thinking about, you know, losing their beautiful daughter, and then to see her rise like this. I mean, what an inspiration as she is, but also really hope for parents and families who are suffering right now in that way. You know, it's possible.
Yeah. Echoing what both you just said right there. It is very inspirational. And I remember that run, that playoff run, and her face was so familiar to everybody that watched the playoffs that year. And as St. Louis went on, she was at a lot of the games. She was in the locker room and inspired them.
Huge presence,
right? Like, and I just remember, Laila, I remember seeing that. And just to see this, my nieces play hockey, you know, and you're talking about playoffs happening for all these families and stuff, too, and to see a championship. That's really cool, man. That's a great story.
Yeah, beautiful.
Calling Gloria was the song that they would run. I'm calling that Glorious.
Yes.
That is an amazing story. If that's not a bright spot, I don't know what is. Hope you enjoyed that at home. Coming up here on BT, what do travelers want in 2024? Coming up later on the show, we're joined by a travel expert who will take us through the places and interests that are trending in this 2024. Also, Devo Entertainment and Beyonce dominating the news cycle.
Yeah, we're just over a week away from Cowboy Carter, the country album from Beyonce. But why did she want to do this? There's a little bit of kind of revenge and motivation that fueled her for this. We'll get you that information in entertainment. Plus, the new docuseries that's buzzing big time right now. It's revealing the behind-the-scenes horrors from child actors and writers on Nickelodeon's most popular TV shows. A lot of this is going to shock you. We'll get you that in entertainment next, right here on Breakfast Television.